Kentucky Kingdom's family roller coaster is called Kentucky Flyer and can offer good experiences for both children and thrill seekers. Once you're walking through the queue line, there's a few posters that'll say like 35 miles per hour or 47 feet tall, which is a lot better than most of Kentucky Kingdom's rides for theming. The line can get a little bit long if there's only one train, but the ride often runs with 2 trains, so you shouldn't need to worry about that too much. Once you're entering the station, you're going to notice the 6 rows, and you pick one. My favorite row is the back row, but some other people's favorite row is the front row. So that all comes down to your preference. Enter your row, and the station does have storage bins, so you do not need a locker to store your loose articles. The Timberliner trains are waiting for you to board them. They are pretty comfortable, and they offer a lap bar as a form of restraint. No seatbelt necessary. Once you dispatch from the station, you're going to go into a tiny dip before starting the ascent up the lift hill. Make sure to brace yourself if you're riding in the front row, as when it catches onto the chain, it will be a bit rough. Also, I should mention that Kentucky Flyer has a little bit of a rattle throughout the whole ride. Nothing super bad or noticeable, but it is there. Keep ascending up the 47 feet tall lift hill and then cross the top. Turn a bit to the right and ride down a shallow, yet intense first drop, which is 52 degrees. I don't know what it is, but this drop packs a punch. The airtime, especially in the back, is incredible, and it will give you some good butterflies. Valley out and go into a double up. Both hills will give you the same amount of airtime, and the back row is the way to go on this element for the stronger airtime, but depending on when you ride this, the element may or may not actually send you out of your seat. An early morning ride on Kentucky Flyer can be pretty tame, but riding it later in the day will drastically improve the feeling of speed. Go into a sharp bunny hop, and this element isn't super great, but in the middle 2 rows, you will get slammed into the lap bars. Anyways, the next element is a camelback, which does a pretty good job of sending you out of your seat, if it is later in the day, especially in the back row. If you couldn't tell already, this is a back row ride, although kids may want to ride in the front. Go into the turnaround and drop off, which will give some decent airtime in the back row, and mild airtime in the front. Next element is the quadruple down, which I'd say is pretty intense for a family coaster. Maybe not too intense, but it's surprising that there is 4 airtime moments in a row, back to back, on a family coaster. You will get ejector airtime if you're sitting in the back later in the day. Again, morning rides aren't super powerful. Anyways, go into a mini trick track double up, which will be pretty fun, and glide into the brakes. Overall, Kentucky Flyer isn't super intense, but it doesn't need to be. It's for the families to enjoy, not the hardcore thrill seekers. It is a very fun family coaster, and it is certainly a good warm-up for something a bit more intense, such as Thunder Run in the same park. If you come to Kentucky Kingdom, I'd highly recommend giving Kentucky Flyer a try. That's all I have to say about this roller coaster from Kentucky Kingdom, so this review is going to come to an end. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and like this video. Comment below your thoughts on Kentucky Flyer if you've ridden it, and have a great rest of your day.